Yeah, right, go on.
Right, we're up.
Ready.
Well, welcome back, episode 4. We brought Glenn's idea into it with a Q&A, and then we brought Dara into it as well from Up and Out Fitness.
That's the story.
So we're going to go at the Q&A, and then we'll get going in a minute. We're just going to talk about our week so far. So Glenn, you're giving out, you're not talking enough, so do you want to go ahead and tell them how our week went?
What you mean?
Do you want to tell them how our week went?
Yeah. I'll speak for us this video. You should have done what day did we go on a 10k run?
We went on Monday we went on a 20k cycle.
Oh yeah, we did. That was actually our first cycle.
That was the first cycle together, wasn't it? Because you got a new bike, so that was done on the Monday. 20k, it's handy enough.
You should see the shot.
He's about to have cleats.
This fucker doesn't. He's doing it in a bleeding sandals or something.
Yeah,
Hey, look, you're not going to get
I'm
cleats.
doing these jokes.
You're not going to get cleats now.
We'll get cleats, but
Yeah.
do them.
He's on a mountain bike. Do you recommend that?
No.
Now, Dara is actually one of the first qualified triathlon coaches, aren't you?
Yeah, that's fucking deadly, isn't it, to say it like that?
Yeah, we're one of the first in Ireland to do it. How many is done it in the group?
6.
6. And then the teachers, were they qualified now?
Yeah, Mickey would be, yeah.
So it's about 10 years in Ireland with it.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Dara's one of them.
So there we go. So anyways, right, to continue on. We done our cycle on the Monday. Done a 10k down on Tuesday with Ryan Heffernan, which was good. Went on a little 5k. Went on a 5k run yesterday. We took didn't do that on Wednesday and Thursday, did we not?
Sorry. No, we rested. Yeah,
You were trying neck and weights though, weren't you?
No, I didn't try and weights. I dropped the weights. Stopped training weights. I had a bit of a flu myself. It's not COVID. Get tested once a week. I do.
That's what
Karen's out there.
I think you need to lay off the weights because you look like a seagull in the sea, won't you?
Yeah, so, and then today, yesterday we done a quick 5k, and then today we done a 40km cycle. So we're feeling good.
75 kilometers of road time. If you want to get precise,
the carbon footprint is big.
T minus 7 weeks.
We're getting the Q&A going. We got Dara in. Dara's been helping us out a lot. And as you know, he's a qualified coach. There's no better man to get in. And you have a lot of questions we got in for you. So it might be a little 2-part series. I think there's easily about 15-20 questions we're looking at. So if we get 2 parts, the next part will be up on Wednesday or something like that. So we'll kick it off. Glenn, you have questions there.
I have a few questions, right? So we'll
start off serious. If you just took the piss out of this now.
But we will answer.
We will answer the ones that are about our sisters.
So
I just blocked them now.
Craig Lynch 98. He put. I'm not sure if this is about yourself. It's about Up and Out. Where does he see himself and Up and Out Fitness in 5 years, ideally and realistically?
That's a good question. Jesus. I plan to expand the club like each month. I'm offering couch to 5Ks and stuff like that for people to get involved. And where I see myself, I'll obviously build up to a full Ironman distance, and I have a client base of, well, I'm not sure my numbers yet, but I'd like to build up my client base over the next 5 years.
Deadly.
Introducing people to triathlon.
You're flying now, aren't you, really, with it?
Yeah, like, you know, they say running is a good path into triathlon, do you know what I mean? So you get people running, and then you throw them out on the bike for recovery, and then all they're missing then is the swim.
And and they're glued to it.
Have people.
And how old are you actually?
22.
That's impressive. That is impressive.
So it's gas though. Like you were coming to my S&C classes and you were telling me that I'm thinking about doing it.
Yeah.
And then you were looking into it. And then remember we were training on the field and you said you weren't going to do it.
Yeah.
And then you got straight into it.
I'm glad I did it now.
Yeah, I told you, it's worth it. It's worth it.
Right, so next question. For the running, what's the best form of training for reaching new personal bests? That's from Obi Gold.
I'm not inclined. Well, Obi loves his running.
Do you want me to answer?
You go, you're the coach. You're the coach here.
Yeah, speed sessions.
You're only doing it a few weeks.
Speed sessions. You have to get the speed sessions in. So what that involves is running a shorter distance at a particular pace. So if you're a 5-minute per kilometre runner and you're trying to get down to say 4:30s or whatever, you have to be running faster for shorter distances and taking breaks. So speed session, one speed session each week, and build on that, and you'll see your time come down very, very fast.
Right. Obi, that you well looked after, and I will check in with you tomorrow actually.
Jeez, you called him out there, didn't you?
I think I actually have a few questions that I want to point at you.
Yeah.
Oh, we're coming at us now, right? Here we go.
There we
We're only doing it 5 weeks.
Right. Right. Here we go. This is a good question. So somebody asked me this, but I'd rather ask you because you are only new to the sport. So,
Okay.
which has been the most challenging, running, cycling, or swimming?
Well, we can rule out swimming because the wetsuits are only being dispatched out to us.
Catalan aren't in the bollocks, are they?
Yeah, we have to get specially made ones. And no, we've done the running cycle. I'd say the running. Because I'm 90, 91 kg and carrying that and running, you do feel it. I'd say it took me easily 3 to 4 weeks just to get the body used to the pain barrier. But now after that, we're flying like 10k through the day, back 10 minutes off our quickest time. Well, my quickest time.
That's great.
But definitely the running side of it, especially mentally. It's a lot of mental, isn't it? When you're running and all of a sudden, you feel a bit, your dinner coming up and then your head's gone. But no, it's definitely running for me. What do you think?
Well, for me, right, now, this is me personally. Like, so obviously, we went on the cycle today, and they're gonna have obviously done cycles before, right? So obviously, long distance cycles. I wasn't tired after doing the cycle, but I was just fucking lipping. I want to say, like I was just like I was craving a bit.
Nutrition. You just have to bring nutrition. That's a long cycle for you. Like that's used at race distance. You just have to bring nutrition. You just have to start practicing that.
Well, what would you reckon for nutrition then?
Everyone's different. Like I know people who bring jam sandwiches. I bring out Snickers bars and little protein balls as well. Like shit like that. I use as well. I have 2 bottles. I have 1 bottle of water and then I have another bottle with electrolytes in it. So it just depends on what suits you.
But you must have a cargo bag with you on your back loaner.
No,
why cycling? Big centre on a bike.
I have 2 bottle holders. Yeah, I have 2 bottle holders, and then I have a little yoke that sits on the little bar that just has me little Snickers bars in it.
That's we need to kid this.
How many Snickers would you put in? If it, like obviously it depends on the triathlon, but in the last triathlon, how many Snickers did you have?
2 Snickers. Yeah, on the bike.
Impressive.
Yeah, it was a 90k bike, so I had.
What do you find hard?
What do I find?
Yeah.
Well, like. I find hard.
When you were starting, just say if you were on our shoes.
Yeah, I was the exact same as you. I'd never sea swam in my life. Now I know yours triathlon is in the sea, isn't it? In the sea.
It's in the sea. It is, 1.5.
Yeah, so like swimming would have been. I was decent at running, and then I got out on the bike then and kind of picked up quickly. But yeah, the swimming, like swimming in the pool and swimming in the sea, is completely different. Personally, I feel, and I was talking to the lads about it earlier on. In the pool, it's actually harder because when you'll notice it when you get the wetsuit. It keeps your body up. So, I mean, you're getting a lot of buoyancy, so you're not using your legs as much.
Yeah.
So, but yes, pool swimming was a big challenge for me to get into. But you build momentum and you build it up, and that's one thing I'd recommend to you too. As soon as you get your wetsuits, that's obviously probably what you're fearing most is the water. So I always say work on your weakness. So that's why, like this week, I was working on my.
You were twice, were you?
4 times this week season.
Oh, Jesus.
So yeah, that's what I'd recommend.
Well, we won't know until we get out there, won't we, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just say get the swimsuits. Well, they're ordered now, so my mind is you have to order yours next week.
So I have a question here, right, from Wayne Hart, right?
Wayne Hart, if you're watching, thanks for your question. Leave laughing at.
Laughing at you, right? So Wayne says, true or false? I hear lads that do the triathlons would rather shit their jocks instead of stopping.
That is definitely true. That is definitely true. So whoever's talking to you is correct.
Good man, Wayne.
I've seen it personally. I was running the Dublin Marathon and it was my first marathon. So yeah, I was running my first marathon. It's kind of my first endurance event, and I hadn't heard of this before the event. So I found out in real time. So I was running. We were about 32 kilometers in. Marathon's 42 kilometers.
Yeah.
And I was running. So my legs were feeling it and all, and I just got this smell, right, and I was like, what the fuck is this smell? And I looked up and it was some woman. Now,
a woman? Oh,
yeah, it was a woman.
Fuck.
She had shit all over, up her back and all.
What? Up her back?
Up her back, lads.
She did.
Now, obviously it's something got to do with like your fucking your body.
They not fuck around a race?
What? No, you don't get fucked out around. Like,
she should have been picked up and fucked in the sea or
so
something.
Yeah, so I got the fright.
If you're watching and you shot yourself, that's that woman. I swear to God, block me, get rid of me.
No, so I was mad looking around and trying to laugh at her and all thing, because everyone else was kind of like, no, that's kind of what happens. I was really like, what the fuck?
She should have had mud guards on her calves.
So yeah, I ended up picking up the pace then, and because I thought I was dead, but then I picked up the pace to get away from that because my head was gone.
If that was running down her leg and she's flicking her up every time she runs, you must have ate something.
No, but yeah, just to confirm, yeah, people would rather piss and shit themselves than stop, especially competitive. Like I know people who I train with would stop for a piss or whatever, like if they're doing a 90k bike or 100k bike, 180k bike, but like I know serious people who are going for a particular time, they do the same. Where's your competitive edge and all? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, why would you stop?
So you have to shit yourself.
I think I'd go with it.
Going for a PB, so look, I'll just shit myself.
No, like.
Yeah, I would.
Anyway, yeah.
I wouldn't be happy about it, but if it happens.
Chub rub and all after,
Look.
Getting chub rub after 5k, imagine shit with it all mixed in.
Oh.
Right, next question, boys. That's bleeding.
Get us off that,
yeah. Right. Next question on the agenda.
Fair play, what though?
I respect it, but it's just not nice, is it? our good pal, our good influencer pal Bradshaw.
That's fast, yeah.
Miss you. He asked who was faster, Frank Ribery. So, in case anyone's wondering, he thinks that I look like Frank Ribery, who played for Bayern Munich and now plays for Fiorentina.
If you think like he looks, if you think he looks like Frank Ribery, do comment, because he does. We're stuck between that Robert Whittaker and Max Holloway and everyone, aren't we really?
Yeah, bang a poll on that, yeah.
I will,
Yeah, cheers. Who's faster, Frank Ribery? I think.
You're quicker than me.
Hang on, we can say it again.
You're quicker than
Can
me.
you say it 2 more times?
You're quicker. Your uncle ran in the Olympics, mate. It's in your blood.
Yeah, but you'll beat him on the bike.
Yeah, but I fucking stick a flathead screwdriver through your tire.
Yeah, look, he's fast on the bike.
You're faster. Right, we're coming up to about just under 11 minutes on it, so we get one more in, will we, part one?
Yeah, right. I'll go with this one, right? Question is, how long would you recommend for a complete beginner would need to train for a triathlon?
Ooh.
So that question, right? Most people who aren't in triathlon think it's a huge distance. You have to complete, you know, a 2k swim and a 90k biking and a half marathon. People don't know that there's actually different distances in triathlon. So there's the smallest triathlon you can do is a sprint distance. So that's a 750 meter swim. It's a 20k bike and it's a 5k run. So that's very accessible.
What?
Why didn't you do that? Yeah. So yeah, it's very accessible. So yeah, like to answer the question, like
There's different routes you can go down, really, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. It depends what route you're looking at. But yeah, certainly, like I'd recommend, even if you use doing an Olympic distance, I'd recommend you do the sprint distance to get used to transitions and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a big question. That question should be in part 2. We have for Darcy.
Yeah.
See that.
Right, but yeah, to answer the question, you can. I would recommend maybe 3 months. Like if you're going from complete zero fitness from the couch, I'd say about 3 months just to build up your aerobic fitness and get into the sprint distance.
I'm going to spin that question and I'm going to ask you, do you think it is doable for us? What, how many weeks notice? 11 weeks probably?
It's actually, yeah, it was 11 weeks.
So 11.
So that's just under 3 months. Yeah, yeah, it is.
It's not used to any of this. We're used to weights and shit like that.
Yeah, no, it is. It's very achievable for you, but as I said earlier on, the sea swimming, you just have to get stuck into it.
Yeah.
You know yourselves. As soon as you get the wetsuits, get stuck in, I'll happily come out, which is, that's it.
I think we just go to Dollymount and just reef one off someone and say, how good look.
I've already tried that one.
You tried it.
Yeah. Right, everyone, thanks for watching that. That's part 1 of the Q&A with Dara. He's with Up and Out Fitness. Dara, do you want to throw that in what your gig is with Up and Out Fitness, when you
Yeah, so we meet every Thursday and Sunday. You can tag the page in
the page will be on the
yeah,
post,
all the information's on the Instagram page. But yeah, we meet every Thursday and Sunday, and we're welcoming people who are just getting into running. And then we've also advanced runners as well, who we have different groups based on fitness level and pace. So yeah, everyone's welcome to join. It's a great environment. And
as I said, he is one of the only qualified triathlon coaches in Ireland. So if any of you motherfuckers think he's going to get into it, get onto him. His own page will be tagged in it as well. If you're a bit shy to text the group, get onto him. There's no better man out there for it.
And that's why we got him. That's why he's in the back of the car.
And so anyone gives out about this, the back car, you'll end up in the back of the car. So
I was at the boot.
Yeah, the boot.
The boot.
I'm not getting the boot, Dodie. They go in the back of the car. Anyway, that's part 1. Part 2 will be up during the week. And anyway, so if you have any the fuck is our question? That's it. Part 1's done.